This is pretty awesome, and I mean, just getting to play in here on no lights, and I mean, I know that there's no really crowd here except for our parents and stuff, but just being out here and all the tradition that's gone on in this field, and everyone who's played on this field getting to play on it, and I mean, kind of just playing after them is pretty awesome in its own. And yeah, I mean, there was mistakes. What Coach Kim said at the end, I mean, a lot of freshmen there made mistakes, and kind of when it picked up, and everyone kind of got a lot more like excited and stuff. Kind of the intelligence of what they're supposed to do in practice kind of went down. But even for me, I mean, that's why we have film. That's why we're going to go in and look what we can improve on film and just see what we can get better as. But I mean, it was a lot of fun being out here.
Why does it seem like you're so calm, whether it's in the huddle and then when you call the plays more than?
I don't know. I've kind of always had that. Like I've kind of had that play where I always want the ball like at the end of the game, and kind of had that, and that's kind of how my dad and like my coaches always taught me to be coming up too. Is I mean, the great players, I mean, shine in like big situations, or big players make big plays. So, and I mean, just kind of I've always kind of been like that. I've never kind of got too rattled or nervous, or I mean, I'll get nervous before, but I never got to the point where I'm just like stressing out and worried about the next play and everything. I kind of just stay calm, relax, and just have fun.
Matt Barkley, the starter of your position, said at Pac-12 Media Day that he really likes his arsenal this year, that there's a lot of guys who he can throw to. I mean, that applies to you too, and as a backup, right? I mean, do you feel like there's plenty of options for you to go to?
Oh, absolutely. Especially, I mean, just tonight. I mean, me and Bryce were connecting and everything, and then when George and them came in, and I mean, all those guys come in, and Kyle Prater had a great game, and Woody, and I mean, just in Carswell. I mean, all those guys come in, especially with the new guys too. I mean, we already had a great receiving core, and then when you get those 5 or 4 guys that came in at receiver, I mean, it just adds to it, and you can throw. Any of our backs can catch, and I mean, it's just pretty awesome to have those guys and that talent out here. And I mean, kind of like I've heard, like every practice fight is kind of pretty much like an all-star game, just kind of everyone can play and at every position, and every position has depth at it.
What happened on that pick when Dion? Was it just you didn't look?
That was I should have threw it to the right. It was kind of a double read. You kind of pick the side, and I picked the wrong side, and I threw it. And I mean, it was my mistake. I'm gonna go in and film and watch that and just see what I can improve on it.
Are the coaches easier or harder, just about right with you? Would you say after that, when you come back to the sideline after something like that, how do you feel?
I mean, it wasn't like they were ripping me and stuff, but I mean, at the same time, they knew that I kind of knew that I should have read the wrong way or read the other way. And I mean, I even Coach Mesa he's calling the plays tonight, and I asked him. I said, "Hey, that was the wrong read, huh?" Because I realized when I threw it that I shouldn't have thrown that side, and he said, "Yeah, I mean, you could have went the other way." So I mean, I'll just go back in and watch it, and hopefully not make the same mistake again.
As you get closer and closer to the season, there's going to be a decision at some point on the starter. I mean, on the backup, excuse me, between you and Max and Jesse. What's your mindset? I mean, do you want to hear something from them on when? Because it seems like you're a viable competitor for that position at this point. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, but we're not really thinking about that much. I mean, we all know that me, Max, and Jesse all know we're competing, but at the same time, I mean, we have fun in the film room. We all hang out. It's not like we're competing against each other. We don't like each other. And we want the other guy to fail. Like, we're learning from each other, especially from Matt. Like, I mean, we're learning from Matt, and then the other guys, I mean, they learn from me. I learn from Max. Jesse learns from Matt. I mean, we all learn from each other, and we all take something. We see their mistakes and like the good stuff they do, just so we can go out and just make the team better too. Because I mean, if we go out and hope the other guy does bad, then that's just going to mess with your game, and it's not going to be good. So I mean, we're going out there competing, but at the same time, we want the guys to do good so our team can get better.